Okay, for this exercise, we're gonna start here, and this is for the rain circuit. And pop these off real quick. Now, these come with two different sizes. The ones that go into the hood scoop are very, or into the hood itself are short. In a minute, I'll show you exactly why. That one wasn't even tight. Look at that. That comes right off. Very, very simple. We'll just lay that right here to the side. Now you'll see you have 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 fasteners are going to be long, as you'll see. Oh, sure enough, they weren't. Kind of funny because on a lot of cars they're long, they're different lengths. Now we'll just go around the town on this. Now we've had this entire car wrapped in PPF, unlike my car, which is black and now it looks like salt and pepper, which when you put these two cars together, that's what they look like. That one was loose. That one's real short. Some of these are super short. Yeah, these are all much shorter. And when I say you have long and shorts, you can see this one here, and then this one. So the ones going into the hood, the surround of the hood, those are really, really short. The ones going into the composites are much longer. And that'll be important in a little bit. That one also was really loose. Funny thing, that's a long one. And then that one's a short one. That's another short one. It's finger tight. Now we'll get the last ones. And there's the button. All right, we got a little tool here to remove this. Put it up underneath that, pop that out of place, put that. Now this has a piece of sealant all the way around the perimeter, and then it has to be dropped down and pulled back because it has these two tabs right here that it locks into. So what we're gonna do is simply use a plastic tool to go behind it. Just give it a little bit of pull down, and it's gonna leave some residue all the way around. And just work around the hood so you're not scratching anything. The adhesive's gonna want to stick. Yeah, it's gonna want to stick on the back side too. So you're just gonna give it a little slide. And this one's got a hook on the back end, which works real well, like this. There you go. And that's it. Off she comes. Now once you're done, you can take this and clean this up. So you saw how we went from a completely closed off area. This hood was specifically designed by Pratt & Miller for racing. And it was designed in such a way that you could pull this hood scoop down and open up this gap. And when you do that, it allows more airflow. When you have more airflow from the hood, it also allows less lift of the front end. Because anytime you seal air into the hood, you're sealing air that's in the engine bay, but also underneath the front of the car. So by dropping this down, you're now releasing more area that the airflow can escape from. Now, if you look at the top of the hood, it's got a bulge to it. Not a lot, but this whole area here is designed specifically like a wing to allow airflow to go over this hood and reduce lift. Now we're gonna grab a set of hood brackets. We're gonna put them right on. All right. So we're gonna get this residual stuff off before we put the brackets there, and then I'll go around and clean the rest of it later. But one of the greatest cleaners for any type of adhesive and stuff without affecting the paint is WD-40. So we're just gonna put that on a really, really soft towel. Just a little dab will do you. And literally we're gonna just wipe this area. See how easy that is? It comes right off. Especially where we're gonna put the brackets. Heck, we can go all the way here and you'll see it takes everything right off. So with that done, we're gonna take our first hood bracket. Now, we'll take the short screws and we're putting those up here into the hood. There's one. Now we're just gonna put them in there finger tight right now, both sides. There's the hole. Just finger tight. That's all you need. Now you gotta get the long screws, because the long screws have got to go through and attach to this point here. And it's gotta go up and capture the clip as well. Let's get some long screws. Really easy. Now, you do not tighten this with the impact. These attachment points are simply press fit into the hood, and they're captured by the aluminum. If you hit those with an impact, you take the chance of breaking them out. And since this is a seam here for the hood, for the upper and the top lower liner, I'm not drilling this. I'm just not. That's why this area right here is completely unblocked, and you're attaching both sides of this hood scoop, because the reason this is so important, the reason why the sides of the hood scoop are terribly important, is because you've got airflow that's gonna manage to get through the front grille, and that's gonna cause a lot of pressure coming out through the hood latch assembly and through the corners. And at really high speeds, if you go behind a car or something like that and you have disrupted and uneven airflow, this hood scoop, if it's not supported on both sides, if it's only supported here, it's gonna do a death wobble. Same thing that you feel on trucks or a tank slapper like you have on bikes. And if you know what a death wobble or a tank slapper is, I've seen the hood scoop do it. My initial design was a single attachment point that spread out that captured this, and it doesn't work. That's why I went through the trouble of having these laser cut and made to perfection so that it completely supports this hood and then you don't have any damages. So that's how you do this hood scoop installation. Hope that helps. We'll move on to the next chapter very shortly. The last step is a torque wrench. And this is a inch-pounds, quarter-inch drive. And you want to make sure you're at about 25 inch-pounds right there. I've already torqued the others. And that's it. Doesn't take much. Doesn't take much at all. And that's the installation.